In today's video, we will learn about the admin settings in our software. To navigate to the admin panel, on the left-hand side, you'll see a menu icon. After clicking on the menu icon, navigate to the settings and click on it. Here, you'll see the admin settings option. Once you click on admin settings, you'll be presented with various options. The first option is app name, where you can change the name of the app. Simply click on the edit button and enter your company name. Following that, you need to enter your company email. Just enter the address where indicated. Then, provide your company phone number where it asks for it. Moving on, there's a contact email field, where you should enter the email address you want users to use for support purposes. Next, input your contact phone number, providing users with another way to reach you. After the contact phone number, you'll select the country where your business operates. Clicking on the country option allows you to input your country, and automatically the system will fill in the latitude and longitude for you. Then, you must select the time zone relevant to your location. There are various server time zones available, and you can choose the one applicable to you. Furthermore, we have the service provider timeout seconds option. This determines how long a service provider has to accept or reject a request. For example, entering 60 means they have 60 seconds to make a decision, but you could also increase this to 100 seconds if desired. Lastly, we have partner timeout, which is similar but applies to delivery personnel. Currently, the partner has 120 seconds to accept or reject the request. After that, there's an option for the number of loops to find the nearest provider. If the return number is set to 3, the system will loop 3 times to find the nearest driver. If it's set to 4, then it will loop 4 times in search of the nearest provider. Following this, we have the option to set a default search radius in kilometers. For instance, if we set it to 10, whenever a user makes a request, the system's default search radius will be 10 kilometers, and the request will go to providers within that range. Additionally, there's a view activity log with priority levels that can be set to high, medium, or low. Currently, we're setting it to high. Beyond this, the admin can set the minimum and maximum phone number length. By clicking here, a drop-down will open, from which you can select the desired number lengths. Right now, we're selecting 7 as the minimum and 13 as the maximum. Upon clicking Update, all the information will be updated accordingly. After the admin settings, there's a section for other settings. In these additional settings, you'll find options such as Send SMS. When this toggle is switched on, users will receive an SMS. If the toggle is off, the user will not an SMS, and the same applies to email. Following that, we have the toggle for push notifications. If this toggle is off, the user will not receive any type of push notification. Conversely, if it is on, then the user will receive both update notifications and other types as well. Subsequently, there is an option for delivery confirmation calls. If enabled, whenever the delivery person completes the order, the user must provide a delivery confirmation code to the provider. Furthermore, we have the option to allow contactless delivery. If this is on, then the user can choose to have contactless delivery. If it is off, the user will not have this option available. Moving on, we have the option to allow pickup order verification. If it is enabled, whenever a taxi driver or delivery person is picking up the order, the user or the store is required to give a pickup order verification code to the service provider. If it is off, this verification is not needed. Next is the tip option. If you enable it, the user can offer tips to the delivery person or provider. Additionally, you can select the tip type, whether it's a percentage or an absolute amount. We also have a toggle for Google reCAPTCHA. If it is turned on, the system will use Google reCAPTCHA. If it is off, the system will not use it. Following that is the option to allow cancellation of requests. If it is on, the system will automatically cancel the order if he doesn't find the nearest driver. If disabled, user needs to cancel the order manually. Lastly, we have the option regarding whether bringing change is allowed. If the option is toggled on, users will have the choice to request change from the provider or delivery person. When it's on, users can simply tap the option to bring change to the provider or delivery person. If it's off, then this option will not be visible to the user. Moving on, there's an option for Twilio calling. If it's enabled, call masking will be activated. Conversely, if it's disabled, call masking will also be turned off. Subsequently, there's a setting for the maximum number of stops allowed for a courier. By clicking on this, a drop-down menu appears where admin can select the maximum number of stops. This can be set to 3, or adjusted to 4 or even 5 stops. After configuring all the settings, click Save to apply the changes. As you can see, the changes are now reflected. This concludes the admin settings overview. Thank you for watching the video.